Hi guys, it's Ricky and this is Ricky Reveals. Channel members, subscribers, and anyone who's here for the first time, Ricky Reveals again has hit a milestone today. Thank you to each and every one of you. Subscribers, members, or first-time viewers. Anyone who's ever watched a video, liked a video, or shared a video, thank you. Ricky Reveals again is now over 2,000 subscribers. Very, very. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Yeshua. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I can't tell you how much that means to me. It's been a long road between my first channel and this channel, and whatever you're passionate about, whatever you feel you're being led to do, called to do, no matter how many haters you have, no matter how many naysayers you have, no matter what it looks like, if you are feeling from the pit of your soul that this is what God would have you to do, dive into it with everything you got. And either you will see the promises he's made to you come into your physical reality, or he will guide you and let you know that, hey, that wasn't me that said that. All right, so Isaiah. Someone's name could be Isaiah, or someone could be a prophet. So we're going to do 42. Let's do 42:3. A bruised reed shall he not break, and the smoking flax shall he not quench. He shall bring forth judgment unto truth. And we'll do 11. Let the wilderness and the cities thereof lift up their voice. The villages that Kedarth inhabit, let the inhabitants of the rock sing. Let them shout from the top of the mountains. Someone is going to be facing judgment today because there is a truth coming out. Someone, I believe, was talked into and either bribed or coerced into betraying someone who they really did care about. And whatever, either it's already come out and today's the day of judgment, because the truth came out, now this person has to face judgment. Somebody could be going to court today, or today could be the day that the truth is given to a Capricorn possibly. But whatever it is, it's going to finally give somebody the truth and clarity that they've been needing. And someone is going to finally get some peace of mind. And someone else, maybe two people, are going to get peace of mind. But for sure, Taurus, for sure the person who receives the truth, or the person that gets vindicated by the truth, they're going to get peace of mind. They're going to have, it's going to be like a weight lifted off the shoulder. The person who speaks the truth may as well get peace of mind and a weight lifted off the shoulder, but they might be attached to a certain outcome, and if they don't get what they are attached to, then they might not get as much of a peace of mind. But hopefully, and I mean, it very well could be a happily ever after type situation, like whatever is spoken is able to balance out and restore the entire situation. It just depends on your situation, who speaks the truth, what they speak, and how willing the person is that was screwed over is to forgive. All right, and how bad the injustice was too. I mean, it's all going to be, every situation is going to be different. It's going to be handled differently, and the people involved will, make different choices. But May 15th is significant, or 5:15 p.m. is significant because we're already past 5:15 a.m. Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So, any one of those signs could be your sign. They could be the sign of the person coming to tell you the truth. And they might not even come personally. This might be this might get spoken publicly. And it could be because they don't have a choice. Or, again, there could be a court hearing that's happening today. Compromise makes a good umbrella, but a poor roof. It is a temporary expedient. A good man is guided by his honesty. The evil man is destroyed by his dishonesty. I can't make this up. I think it was on camera how I just opened up, and that's what I opened up to. Proverbs 11:3. So November 3rd, March 11th. People who fly into a rage always make a bad landing. The discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression. And it is his glory to pass over a transgression. Proverbs 19:11. So January 9th, November 19th, and September 11th. Someone's been guided to speak this truth for a fucking long time. Please forgive me. I am trying to get better at that. I get really passionate, and I have a lot of passion and desire behind my words, and especially when I'm really into what I'm speaking. And I don't. I choose some. I choose the words that go along with what I'm feeling when I'm speaking. And they were trying to avoid taking accountability. They were trying to hide their involvement. They were trying to avoid a conflict. They were hoping if they kept waiting, that you guys would just, or whoever would, the two of you guys could just act like nothing ever happened and like just come back together as if no transgression took place. I think this person's finally seeing that the longer they keep their mouth shut, the less likely they are going to get the outcome they want. Patience, because someone is dealing with their sexuality, they're trying to figure themselves out, and they chose a narcissist over you, because even though you were everything that they wanted, because they couldn't trust themselves and they weren't standing in their truth and being authentic, their authentic self, the fact that you were so authentic and unique, and you stood in your truth, and there was power in your authenticity or in your strength. This person found it a little hard to believe that you were real, because it was almost like they were a little bit jealous and envious of you, because they wish that they could have the same courage, bravery, and stand in their truth of who they were sexually, or like their sexual orientation. And because they were so afraid to do what you were doing, in their head, it made them distrust you. Like you were too good to be true. There's no way. So when this narcissist came along and wanted to break the two of you up, he paid people to lie to get this person to ghost you. And then he catfished your person and met them in person and then put on his narcissistic mask and played the role of a lifetime. Fucking son of a bitch needs an Oscar, but I digress. So anyways, he got your person into thinking that he was better than you. And, or she, take it how it resonates, but. So your person, because they already were having troubles believing you because you were just too good to be true. This narcissist and what they had to say was enough to tip and sway them to their direction. So it's like this person, because they couldn't stand in their truth and they couldn't stand in their authenticity, and they weren't brave enough to be real. It's like real recognized real. And because this person wasn't being real, they were wearing a mask, they couldn't recognize the fact that you actually were real and genuine and authentic. So what happened was they met someone else who was a coward just like them, and they had a mask on, and your person was able to relate with them because they were wearing the same mask. And yes, that is true. Health issues could arise. So whenever this shit comes out, it might piss you off, like majorly piss you off, like raise your blood pressure, maybe a physical altercation, and maybe that's why this person hasn't come to you yet, because they were really hoping to avoid a physical altercation. But honestly, what I'm getting is, whatever it is, if they would have just come to you back when they know they should have, it wouldn't have been so bad. A part of the reason it's going to piss you off is because of how long they made you wait for it. When whatever happened should have never have happened to you in the first place. The fact that they made you wait all this time, and now they want to come back in and act like nothing, that it's not that big of a deal, and that you guys should just reconcile and be back in each other's lives. Their blasé attitude towards the actions they took, and their complete disregard for the way it would affect you, how it did affect you. Because this person was watching. They know what you went through. And not only that, even if they didn't see it with their own eyes, they were talking to your friends and family. They knew what the fuck you was going through. So their complete and utter disregard for what you were going through, and their inability to help you or, admit the truth a long fucking time ago. The reason why they did what they did and what they did combined together, and the fact that it took them so long to tell you, it may just hit the wrong button. Try and keep your cool, but there was magic being done, manipulation. Give it time and manifest. Everything in divine timing, let things flow, and tell the universe exactly what you want. So I feel like this person's been manifesting you for a minute, but they've been hindering their own manifestation abilities, or because they've been refusing to end a cycle. They've been guided for a long time to end something with a karmic soulmate to start something new with you. And they just refused to do it. Either they were digmatized, they were pussy whipped, or whatever that they got themselves involved in betraying you is really got them scared of going to prison. So they just kept, even though they were completely unhappy, they missed you, they missed your guys' connection, they missed everything about being with you. They just chose to keep their mouth shut because it was easier. I think a big part of it was the fact that they knew they did this to themselves. Their inability to admit they were wrong, their refusal to take accountability, their addictions. This person probably had the same addictions as them and was spoon feeding them whatever it was. Then we have the love spell here. And there could have been like cultural or religious belief differences. And this narcissist made your person believe that they had the same religious beliefs when I don't think they did. Because I don't think the narcissist believes in anything. Like, they just say that they do to make themselves look better. But anyways, the pros of staying stuck outweighed the cons of speaking their truth to you. At least that's what they told themselves. And they're just at this point now where they can't lie to themselves anymore. And they've been spying. And they've either noticed that you have moved on, or if there's like hacking your phone and shit, they could notice that you're speaking to someone else and that you've got someone else in the picture, or they could just feel it energetically. You are being guided, or you're being protected by your guardian angels, your God, and your ancestors from an earth sign or from that narcissist. And you were obedient. You let go. You released the situation to God because you are ready for the new beginning that's on its way to you now. You could be moving here really soon. Could be getting into a commitment. And there's a gold digger. Because I do believe finances had a lot to do with why your person, well, he was paid to do it. Or she was. At least paid to leave you. And either they're a gold digger, and that's why it was so easy for them to put a price tag on your guys' connection, or they were paid to ghost you and then got manipulated into a relationship with a gold digger. And now the honeymoon is over. But somebody lied on you, and it was a pretty horrific lie. And the lie has now come out. And somebody who believed the lie really, really is taking it hard. Like, they're in deep remorse and regret for believing a lie and involving themselves in this mess. Because the person, whoever it was that believed the lie, they actually really do care about you. I sacrificed cats to keep you from finding out that I was using your social security number and working with your ex. The feds are watching me, and everything I wanted to happen to you is happening to me. Love, your cousin. So your cousin and your ex could have worked together. Someone's name could be Matt. Someone's name could be Robert. But on the back of this, it says, I still think of that night too. So we're not going to take Robert. We're going to take, I still think of that night too. So there is a night that the two of you spent together. Either this ex that paid someone to lie to your person to get them to ghost you, and then they catfished your person and they met up. Either there was a night the two of you spent together that you both still think of, because it says I still think of that night too. Or there's a night that you and your ex, the one that believed the lie and ghosted you, there was a night the two of you spent together, and both of you still think of that night. Jarvis, Derek, Raven, Phoenix, Drake, Raven and Reagan. Someone's a Luciferian. It could be your ex. Your ex could be a Luciferian, and he might have possibly talked your this other person into betraying you or trying to sacrifice you in order to be initiated into the Luciferians or whatever. And because you actually are a child of the Most High God, what they tried to do to you, you may have been, God may allow it to touch you, but he didn't allow it to harm you. He actually used it to make you wiser and stronger. He used it for your good, even if it didn't feel like it when you were going through it. They thought they got away with it, but here comes God. So God's about to show up in your life, and in such a way that everyone that knows you, everyone that sees what's about to transpire, or anyone that either knows your story or will know it in the future, is going to see that God was with you the entire time. Before lifting comes sifting. So you were being pruned. Like I said, God was using all this for your good. The money is coming. Sunday. Big D. I know what you did last summer. Sam. Jesus is Lord, not you. So somebody's really judgmental. Somebody in Texas could be really big mad because they were lied to as well, possibly to get them to hack your devices. Somebody's name is Jake, and somebody really wants to know if you could ever forgive them. Washington is significant as well. And people who self-righteously put them in a position of being a judge. They chose to unjustifiably judge you, and then told lies and manipulated and gave bribes to people to further spread these judgments and these false accusations on you. All these people could be possibly 21 people, or this situation started in 2021, or take out how it resonates. But somebody could be 21 years old or 42 years old. And there could be something to do with twins. But all the people who were responsible for one, being self-righteous, for two, being prideful enough to appoint themselves to a position that God did not appoint them to be in, being judgmental, and for bearing false witness. They're now going to see who God actually appointed to be a judge, and they're going to face the judgment that they were trying to put over this other person. I saw your light and I was afraid to change. I was comfortable in my darkness. Scorpio. So there could be a Scorpio that did actually didn't have any problems with you, but your light irritated their demons, and they were comfortable in their darkness, and they were afraid to change, and they knew you were chosen. So they knew it was either step up or get out. Somebody named Marcus could really be significant or highly involved. Melissa. Could be a Taurus, because that's double confirmation on Taurus. I know now you're my twin. Your family's involved. The Rock. I will be the rock of your salvation. Somebody's learning now how much God really does love them and how much God has been with them every moment of their entire life. And somebody else is actually coming to the realization that God's real. There's someone in this mix that did not believe in God until this started playing out in y'all's life. They do moon magic on you. That could be the truth that comes out today. Something significant about Boston, but somebody who has been hiding this from you, possibly because they were involved in it, is going to finally come and tell you, hey, you're right. They were doing moon magic against you, your connection, your partner. Drug bust is happening. Jerome, Tennessee, candles, nuclear, Nevada, and stalker. So, someone could have paid a member of their nuclear family to stalk you, and this person could live in Nevada. I'm getting someone's uncle lives in Nevada. Well, that could be your uncle, or it could be an uncle of this person who was paid to stalk you. It could be the hacker. Take it however it resonates, but there is a member of your person's nuclear family, or the person who was responsible for all this. The person who created this tornado, they have a member of their nuclear family that lives in Nevada, and they very well could have been paid to hack you or stalk you. Or, well, I guess hack and stalk you, because that would be, I guess, be the reason why they'd be hacking you, because they'd want to stalk your shit. I know I was hacked back in April of last year, and the hacker, wherever they were at, the device they used to hack me was GPS located in Yorktown, Indiana. So, and there's only 2 people I know of that could possibly be. And either A, that means those 2 people are connected, brothers or cousins, or one of those 2 people are the ones that started all this, at least when it comes to my story. Jim. Yeah, somebody's been laser focused on you since 2017. And someone is also highly versed in occult things. They've been shooting like demonic arrows or like fiery darts with evil intentions, like evil eye. They've been shooting shit. They've been focused on you and doing everything they could to like demonically oppress and possess you. See, because I think when this person first met you, or when they first started like attacking you, they didn't know who you were. They didn't realize you were chosen. And I kind of feel like if they would have realized that, they probably would not have done this. Or they would have taken a different approach. But they've been steady throwing these fiery darts at you since 2017, possibly even 2013. But someone has been trying. Okay. So they've been throwing these fiery darts at you since 2017 or 2013. And like I said, I don't think they knew you were chosen. They didn't know who you were in the spirit realm, the spiritual, until long after they had done too much. But instead of just facing you like a man or a woman and owning up to what they'd done and seeking forgiveness or trying to make things, even things out like a grown adult, their pride, their ego wouldn't let them. So when they stopped throwing the fiery darts, they started casting love spells to try and get you to reach out to them, to chase them. So it looked like you were, so that you guys could get back together, but it looked like you came and like begged them to get back with you. When it was really the other way around. They really wanted you back, but they didn't want anybody to know it because of what they had done. Because whatever they did it, I wouldn't say publicly, but the group was big enough to where there's too many people in this person's circle that knew what they had done, what they had said, and for them to go seek you out, come to you, and for people to realize that this person's the one that wanted to reconcile, people would have been looking at this person like crazy. And now it's at that point where this person's going to have to just deal with that if they want you in their life. Because they realize after all these love spells, that ain't working either. So the only option they have is to face you like a grown, mature, adult human being. And just speak their mind, and they have to live with whatever your response is. They're really afraid you're going to be rigid. They're also afraid of you because you have foresight. You have the gift of foresight. April 30th can be significant. Life Path 7. January 7th, January 3rd. July 17th, July 13th. Someone could be 41 years old. Someone could be a Life Path 5. And somebody wanted to be a part of this group, whatever group it is. Whether it's Luciferians, whether it's the Eastern Stars, the Masons. I mean, even a church. They want to be a part of whatever this, or a coven. Whatever this group is that came up against you, they were trying to prove that they had no loyalty to you, and their loyalty was with this group. So they did whatever they had to belong. Someone's name could be Ray or Stevie. Someone could be 33 years old, or they could be a Life Path 33. And now they're waking up to who they were and what their purpose and what their path was supposed to be. And also waking up to the fact that they lost their divinity by what they chose to do, what they were willing to do in order to be a part of this group, which was not of God. They willingly gave up their divine purpose and joined forces with the dark side. I feel like somebody is praying to God, though. So, their lust had a lot to do with it, if not everything to do with it. And even though they really enjoyed what you guys shared, there was something about your connection that was taboo, or someone easily swayed this person away from you because of whatever your connection looked like on the outside to other people and to the world. But it was all a fucking ruse, because you guys literally had a very loving, genuine connection, and this person just went with the crowd, or went went along with whatever was said about your guys' connection, and they jumped right into, I mean, their lust overtook them. And I do think that there was probably definitely sex magic done in order to amplify this person's lust. But you see how this woman just like, that man, he was doomed, like, from the moment this woman walked into his life. I mean, he doesn't know whether to jack his dick or piss. Someone can be 24 years old, again, 42. Someone can be a life past 6. But this person went and got into a love triangle. And I think it was, maybe not. There's a married couple. Either your person was married and they brought in a third party, and because they knew you wouldn't go for that. So they, possibly a third party lover that they've known for years, got them to lie to them and swayed them against you, because this person. So I feel like the person, not the female, not the blonde, I think she is either your person's wife, or your person went and married her behind your back because it was easier. And that gave the look that his family and friends could live with. But he had a male lover on the side. Or vice versa. It's a woman who just married a man to make it look good for their friends and family, but she had a female lover on the side. But either way, whatever sex you are, the person of the same sex as you is the one that pulled your person away from you. And they used the fact that you guys were the same sex. They were like, hey, our family, our friends, our people, that does not work for our people. So how about me and you do what we do in secret, and then you go off and marry this bitch over here, and then we'll all be happy, and fuck this person. And your person went along with it. Well, then breaking your heart wasn't enough. So then, after the lies that they told and this, that, and the other, it's like this whole like tornado was created, or like this snowball effect, and it just got out of control. So it went from just like splitting you and your person up and getting you into this love triangle, then turned into, well, let's steal their house, let's steal their money, let's like get them arrested, let's do this, let's do that. And your person's waking up from all this chaos that they were very, very much involved in creating. September 24th can be significant. And they're waking up now, and they're being hit in the face with the cold, hard truth of reality. And you were everything that they ever wanted. You are a gift from God. You were their wish fulfillment. You gave them a sense of peace. You fulfilled this person in every way, and they threw you into the trash like you wasn't shit. Something could be a life path 2. September 20th. February 9th. February 13th. There's 2 high priestess here, or 2 high priests. I'm really picking up definitely someone can have pink hair. Somebody can have blonde hair. Somebody can have brunette hair. No matter what color it is, it's long. There's all these people have long hair. Somebody could be Native American. Somebody could have a face tattoo. Somebody could have a tribal tattoo. July 4th is significant. April 7th is significant. But you had a choice between two high priest or high priestess, and you were manipulated into, you were with the one of the light, and you were manipulated into going and running off with the one that was actually dark. Now you're wishing that you could, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those things that'll hurt you, and you'd stay. Wishing you were somehow here again. Someone's an assassin, because I just heard Assassin's Creed in my head. Yeah, someone believed the lies that the two of you were too different and that it would never work. But it actually would have. It was on its way to blossoming into the most beautiful thing either one of you had ever experienced. Someone could be 36. You guys could have met in 2021, or you could have broke up in 2021. Someone could be 21 years old. Someone's name could be Catherine. Someone won't let you go either. They refuse to let go of the hope that you and them will be back together again, even though it's complicated as fuck. July 11th, November 7th. Someone's green with envy, and somebody lied their ass off through and through. They lied on you, they lied about you, they lied to you. And everything that they deceived you into doing, like against your person, when they pulled you away from your person and everything that they got you to believe and be a part of, they were doing the same thing to you behind your back with another person. Someone's 38 years old. Someone's a life path 11. Someone's born August 3rd or March 8th. And now that all of this is being revealed to you, you're being not asked to don't forget what allowed you to be manipulated and pulled into this shit. Because either God has delivered you and has pulled you out of this, and you're being asked not to forget how you got reeled into it in the first place so that you can't be duped again, or he's about to deliver you from this as soon as everything is exposed and everyone is exposed and you have complete clarity on everything that went down, and you're being asked not to forget and don't make the same mistake twice. Someone's confidence is stronger than it's ever been, and that's one of the reasons why this plan failed, because a part of what this group needed for the plan to be successful was the person that they were going up against had to be weak. And this person was stronger than anyone knew or any of these people had ever gone up. No one, and that was a part of this group, no one had ever gone up against someone as strong as you or as strong as this person. Because I could be talking to someone that was a part of the group. But that no one was counting on this person being that strong. And their confidence, their self-worth, their self-love, and their self-respect, it made this plan null and void from the jump. And if these people would have just been honest with themselves and each other they could have saved themselves a lot of karma, a lot of heartbreak, devastation, because some of these people, they ruined their own lives. I'm really getting that somebody used their own kids as parts of rituals, and someone's losing a child because of what they were doing, what they were part of, and because of whoever the person they were going up against was chosen. There's no coming back from this. And I don't know if it's the same person, but somebody that you have kids with, or someone only had a kid with you so that they could use that kid against you spiritually. They needed a blood tie to you because either A, they knew this fucking shit this was on borrowed time when it started. So they knew from the beginning you were never gonna stay with them. They either knew you were gonna run back to this person, or you were just gonna go off and do something else. Like, they knew they had a limited amount of time with you when you guys got together, or when these two people got together. So they, from the jump, were purposely trying to get pregnant, or they were purposely trying to get you pregnant. Take it how it resonates. Like, but the person who was really trying to get pregnant or get someone pregnant, it's because they wanted a child that they could use their DNA and their blood in rituals against the baby mama or the baby daddy. And they knew when they were doing it, it was forbidden. And I think they honestly tried to get a child with the person that everyone turned against. But because that person is either gay or just had no interest in the person that was trying to, have the blood attachment, they knew there was no possibility of them having a baby with the person they really wanted the baby with. So you were the next best thing. Because if, that person was too strong, and this group decided to take a risk and pull the weaker of the two in the connection, and they were able to pull you away. And if you guys have had a child with, like, either on the way or you've had a child since that connection, the person you had it with had it so that because they knew you'd either be running back to this connection because it was a divine connection, or they knew you would just wake up to how spectacular this person really is, and you run off somewhere else. So they wanted to have a child with you so that they could use that child against you and torture you and use rituals and blood magic for the rest of your life to make sure that anytime you found anything beautiful or anytime you were happy, they go in and do a ritual and your life would fall apart. Somebody could be 40 years old. Somebody's name could be Rose. Somebody could be a sage. Somebody's into music. Hell, this could be about the industry. And there's a third person with gifts that is secretly helping in the background because they know what was done and how unjustifiable it was, and how forbidden it was for this group to do this to you and or your person. So in the background, in secret, there's someone doing whatever, protection spells, praying to the Most High God to have Him step in and protect you. There's someone who's helping you out in the background and you have no idea. You might not even know this person exists. It may be someone you've never met, but because they know what's been going on, they don't agree with it whatsoever. They're doing whatever they do. Whatever spiritual practices that they subscribe to, they are doing it in the background to help you out. Work through your feelings, Aries. See the bigger picture, Sagittarius. So there's somebody who got into their feelings hardcore and they were unable to see the bigger picture. All they could see was the pain that they felt on the inside. They didn't care whose fault it was. They just wanted revenge for their heart being broken. A time for healing. And that is Balsamic Moon. Yeah, God's allowing all this, like, he's letting the tower fall so that whoever this person is can heal. Because it's time to heal and to get back in alignment. First quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. And one of the things blocking you is you being unhealed. Reveal what needs to be seen, Scorpio. So, 2 Scorpio cards in a row. It could be a Scorpio that's in the background who maybe at one point was working with this group against you, and then they realized that this whole thing was started based upon a lie, and now they've pulled back from the group, and they're doing things to help you in the background in secret. It's time to release negativity, Scorpio, and believe in the impossible, Blue Moon. You might be getting something might transpire today that you're going to just be blown away. It's like, how is that possible? And the only explanation is God. Literally, something's going to come together, or there's going to be a unexplainable meetup or an event that the way it all comes together and the outcome of whatever takes place, the only explanation is going to be that God himself orchestrated it. Someone could be 52 years old. Yeah, that saying, once in a blue moon, it's going to be like that. Except this might be once in a lifetime. Whatever goes down today could be like, that big of a miracle. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Assess the situation. Don't let pride get in your way. Leo and Virgo is the other card. Take a reality check, Capricorn. Full moon in Leo, full moon in Capricorn. Yeah, I feel like it's saying don't take a reality check and don't let pride get in your way, because this was bigger than you and it served a bigger purpose than just you and your person. And you're not the only one that got hurt. So take a reality check. Don't let pride get in your way, and let love, the magic of love, work. Step into your power, Aries, and go deeper, Scorpio. There's definitely an Aries and a Scorpio that's really highly significant. Have I even done any tarot? I haven't. I guess I'll pull a couple tarot, but I'm already 54 minutes in. Wow. Alright, so there's either 2 petty, immature masculines that are fighting over you, or there's 2 children that are fighting. Could be, I guess, 2 brothers, 2 sisters, a brother and a sister, sibling rivalry. Or all this could have been started because of sibling rivalry. Could be a Pisces who wanted a lynch mob to hang you and they wound up hanging themselves because they did too much. They forgot what lie they told to what person, and because everything started being exposed, secrets started being revealed, people started turning on people, this Pisces started carrying too many burdens, and they were getting asked too many questions, and they forgot what lie they had told to someone. Someone asked this person a question, and they had forgotten what lie they told to that person, and they answered the question with an answer that would have worked for a lie they told to someone else. But when they told it to this person, it exposed them for being a liar and for them doing all this shit out of envy, jealousy, and hatred. $2022 could be significant. Yeah, and the minute this person's mouth opened and they let that truth slip, they've been stressed the fuck out, anxious as hell, and having nightmares ever since. Because that person that they told the truth to, or the person that they told on themselves to, that person didn't even have to flinch. They didn't have to say nothing or anything. They knew the moment that whatever came out of their mouth, they knew they had just broken their own heart. Because they knew whatever they said just exposed them for the shit-tacular person they really are. And now, the person who the truth was revealed to is juggling on whether or not to come tell you or just to help you out in the background, tell the truth. They're praying to God as well, but there might be a court case or something going on. Some kind of authority figure, whether it be a cult leader, a church preacher, or a judge or a lawyer, or someone who is in a position of power and authority. Your person is juggling whether or not to go and speak to you or go and tell the authorities. Either way, whatever this person's decided to do or will decide to do today, it's going to offer you and that person a fiery passion in the beginning. Possibly together, or just it's going to free you both of this situation, and everyone else involved is facing judgment. Someone's going to bring you flowers today, or metaphorically, they're giving you your flowers. And they're offering you something that they now know they should have offered you a long fucking time ago. Because they've always loved you. They knew since the moment they met you that you were the one. And for whatever reason, up until now, it was easier for them to hide their feelings and pretend that they didn't give a fuck about you. But now, they want to come into calmer waters because they know you really are loving, kind, nurturing, sweet. You're a good provider. You're a good nurturer. If you have kids, you take care of them. Or if you don't, this person could want to have kids with you, and they know that you will be a good parent for this child or those children. Either way, you two are very vibrationally matched. You are higher level soulmates or divine counterparts. You're both very emotionally available for each other. You'll be very emotionally supportive. And there's a very good physical connection, very good, strong sexual connection. You guys are you're equally yoked. Yeah. Your new beginning starts today. Either because the authorities are coming in and making some arrests that are going to be shocking and that's going to come out, or careful because someone knows that someone's on their way to you, or you're on your way to someone who is either in the public eye, they do have star status of some sort. People know who this person is. And it could just be this person's infamous for what this group was doing to them. But either way, someone knows that either someone's coming to tell you a truth about a betrayal, or they know that you are on your way to go tell the truth to someone about who was betrayed, about the betrayal. And someone's going to try and intercept and get to the star before you do. It could be an Aquarius, a Taurus, or a Gemini. Or it could be an Aquarius, Taurus, Gemini three-way love triangle that worked in tandem and brought these other people in to do this shit. And sadly, one of them was your emperor. Or your emperor only became a part of this group. Your emperor could very well be an undercover Fed officer. And he was only in the group to finally get you justice. He was there as a mole. He was recording conversations. He was doing whatever needed to be done in order to take this group down. And to make sure that the people that deserve to go to jail, go to prison, go to jail and go to prison, and they go for what they deserve. Either, I heard 20 to life. Yeah. Somebody's pride, their ego, and their greed has ruined them. And everyone knows it. It's not hidden knowledge. This whole situation has been investigated by both the 3D, the 5D, and by good and evil. There were people, there were investigators from both sides, and there was supernatural and physical occurrence or happenings that everything was woven together like a perfect tapestry, and everyone knows who started this, who the leader was, and why they did it. And whoever it was, they very well might be getting a life sentence, because you're not the only person they've done this to. I think you're just the only one that survived it.